Shalom. All praises to the Most High, Noach is said, in the name of his only begotten Son, Matzah the Lamb. So, I hope you guys viewed that little show, or dare I say ritual, that they performed earlier today. So, one thing that caught my eye was this blue and pink / purple dinosaur that they had floating around. Now, if you know what the dinosaurs truly are, you'll know that the dinosaurs are actually dragons. If you guys want to know more about that, I suggest you guys go watch 432 The Drop. He covers dragons immensely. So that's what I suggest. But they had this blue and pink dinosaur floating around. And when I first saw it, I'm like, this is just one thing. I'm not nearly advanced enough to really break everything down that they're doing or saying or anything like that, or the clothes that they're wearing. But I did pick up on this, so I'm going to cover this. So we're going to get into why they do the things that they do. So let's look up what pink means. Pink usually corresponds to Venus, and it usually means love, romance, friendship, forgiveness, emotional healing, right? Now let's go down to blue. Blue, it corresponds to Jupiter, right? Which means healing, inspiration, protection, third eye chakra. It means these things. So if you guys understand Greek mythology, you'll understand that Jupiter is another variation of Zeus. And what do they connect Yahawahshi to? They connect him to Zeus, right? Because they deified him and made him into a Zeus image and called him Jesus or Ezeus, which means praise Zeus, I think. So you have Christ and you have the bride. That is one of the rituals that they were kind of doing. In my opinion, of course. This is all my opinion. So we're going to get into some gematria that I did, and I think that you guys will enjoy this lesson. This took me over an hour to make. You know, I didn't make it how I usually make it. I made it a little bit more palatable this time, so you guys hopefully don't get bored. And you can see the vibrations. Actually, they're kind of chaotic. I'm not going to hold you, but either way, look this up or check this out. Witness, Elijah and Enoch, Comet Atlas, pink and blue, Launch America. Now, where we see Launch America at? We saw it over here. This is their whole logo. They've been saying it the whole time. I'm like, what does that mean? Launch America. Pink Dragon. I just put that in. So for all these, you get the 109. Right? 109, 109, 109. Then you have these side vibrations. And you can see that all of these connect in some sort of way. Like Launch America, pink and blue, they connect. Pink and blue and Witness, they connect. Witness and Comet Atlas, they connect. Comet Atlas and Witness connect. Comet Atlas and pink and blue connect. Pink Dragon and Comet Atlas connect. Launch America and Pink Dragon connect. So, you could pause the video and you can see for yourself. Right? All these things are kind of talking about the same thing. I just included this because I just noticed this vibration as well. But that's not necessarily about the video. It's just some notes that I saw and I just wanted to include. Let's go to the next one. All right, so this is a much longer piece of what I'm talking about. So I think that anytime they're talking about space or anything that has to do with space, they're really talking about heaven. Because space, when you kind of invert the vibrations, it turns into heaven. And I don't really want to listen to this. So, move. Okay, so you'll notice that you have 28 and 55. For heaven, you have 28, 55. And you also have the 26 here, and you have the 26 here. So this almost seems inverted in a way. So I just wanted to point that out. Then you have Comet Matzah, which is like the true way how to say Immanuel, right? And Immanuel is Yahawahshi's angel or angelic name. So Comet Matzah, it vibrates with deep space, right? You see the 152, the 44. That's interesting there. Then you have Comet Matzah with outer space. You have the 42 and the 51 and the 57, right? Go to heaven, space travel. You have the 144 in the Kabbalah, and you have the 48 in the Jewish reduction. Pretty interesting stuff. Let's see what else we can gather out of here. Now you have 2020. You have the 214 and the 52 and the 92. There's just planes moving by like every 30 minutes. This is just crazy. Not planes, helicopters. This is insane. It's getting worse and worse each day. 2020, twin astronauts, Israel getting married. So we're going to get into what I mean by this. But you have the 114, the 214, 214, 214. You have the 52, 92. You know, you can see these vibrations, right? Let's go back over here. Outer space, 144 dragons. So if you don't know what I mean by dragons as well, because the angels, they're shapeshifters. And the highest class of angel is a Sephiroth, or a dragon, or a feathered serpent. Quetzalcoatl. What do you think it's all based off of? So they compare us to dragons as well, because technically we are, because we are angels in fleshly bodies. Right? Let's move down. You have 2020, which is 2020, and you have two witnesses, Enoch and Elijah. You will constantly see this theme. Let's move down here. Archangels Michael and Gabriel, and today's date, 5/30/20, 222. Black people must die, 222. Right? I just wanted to point that out. I found that pretty interesting. You also have astronauts lift off, which also vibrates with 222. Now, I actually circled this because of how much you're going to see this. Now you have, let me see. That's too loud. Do I want to go to the next part? Yeah, I think I should, so I can give you some context of what I mean. So, the whole concept of pink and blue, or Israel and Christ, is the bride and the bridegroom. Christ is blue. We are pink. The pink is getting ready for the wedding ceremony because we're about to get married to Hamashiac. You can see it. It's the parable of the 10 virgins. Christ is constantly compared to the bridegroom. Right? Here's the bridegroom. Come out to meet him. He is the bridegroom. Now, you have John chapter 3, 29. The bride belongs to the bridegroom. The friend who attends the bridegroom waits and listens for him, and is full of joy when he hears the bridegroom's voice. Right? Now, this is before Babylon falls. The light of a lamp will never shine in you again. Now we're going to go into what are the lamps, right? The voice of bridegroom and bride will never be heard in you again. So, Hamashiac, Matzah, and Israel never be heard from in Babylon. In what did I say in that video? Latinios, Rome, Edom. They won't speak our names again. pretty much. Now, I also have to mention, why am I saying Enoch and Elijah, or Gabriel and Michael? Well, that's because Elijah, I don't know about Michael, but I know Elijah is the reincarnation of Gabriel, of King David, of John the Baptist. And I believe that this person might be here today. Might be. I'm not sure. I say this because it seems like they're looking for him in the gematria, for one, and two, it was prophesied that one person, or a singular person, or a singular prophet is supposed to be here before Hamashiac comes. Might be two, because it flat out says it. The Antichrist will kill these two men, which is talking about Enoch and Elijah, and pour their blood on the earth because of a zestis, approximately half a liter. Approximately half a liter of water, for the reproaches that they make against him as they curse him, which is this. And Antichrist, like, this is a bad translation, because when people think of Antichrist, I think they're thinking of when it's talking about the Antichrist plural, right? But the Antichrist is really the lawless one. And the lawless one is actually Satan. And I'm going to get into that lesson in a totally different video. So I'm not sure if Satan was already doing miracles on the earth, like it says in the apocalypse of Elijah. Because it says that he will be able to control everything and do everything that Hamashiac did, except for bring people back to life. And then, people are going to call him out for that, and he's going to kill them. So first he's going to actually slay Enoch and Elijah. Let me see. Then when Elijah and Enoch hear that the shameless one has revealed himself in the holy place, they will come down and fight with him, right? And they're going to pretty much shame him and stuff. And then he's going to kill them pretty much. He's going to have their bodies laying in the streets. And it says, and after these things, Elijah and Enoch will come down. They will lay down the flesh of the world, and they will receive their spiritual flesh. They will pursue the son of lawlessness and kill him, since he is not able to speak. On that day, he will dissolve in their presence like ice, which was dissolved by fire. He will perish like a serpent which has no breath in it. So they're comparing this lawless one to a serpent, because this is Satan. Right? So they're going to kill whatever, fleshly body that he's inhabiting or using. And, or whatever he's doing. I'm not sure. Again, this is all my opinion. So I prefer if you guys would chip in, but please do with scripture. I really don't like when people give me their opinion, when there's scripture that literally contradicts your opinion. Do you have no shame? Or do you have no shame? I'm not sure. So let me explain the lampstands, because it talks about the two lampstands in Revelations 11. We're going to get to that. But there's a gold lampstand and there's two olive trees, aka two lampstands. So there's one gold lampstand and two olive trees, or two other lampstands, like it says in Revelations. Now, what did we read before in Revelation 18? The light of a lamp will never shine on you again. So they're not going to be able to claim that they have a direct communication to the Son of the Most High, or the Lamb of the Most High. They're not going to be able to do that, right? Because that's what they've been doing. I read you that in Gad this year the other day. That's what the Pope does. That's what Esau does. He claims that he's the only one who can talk to the Most High, right? And that's pretty much what it's talking about. So Christ is the gold lampstand. And there are 7 lamps in it. So what are the 7 lamps? Let's find out. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels. So what are the 7 lamps? In my opinion, they are the 7 archangels, with 7 channels to the lamps. So the 7 lamps are underneath Christ. But right next to Christ, or Hamashiach, also there are 2 olive trees by it. one on the right of the bowl and the other is on its left. Now, what is the significance of this? Do you know why? Do you guys remember in Mark 10 when James and John were asking, or their mother asked, something? Or no, they asked, I'm sorry. So they came and asked, let one of us sit at your right and the other at your left in your glory, which is, kind of a douchey thing to ask, honestly. But why are they saying this? They're saying this because of what it says here. They're pretty much asking to be the two olive trees, which are Enoch and Elijah reincarnated. Right? But those places are already filled by the Father, and that's what Hamashiac tells them. So that's what I got out of that. So they are the two olive trees and the two lampstands. Right? So these two olive trees, these two lampstands, these are people. These are not like groups. Like, this is not a metaphor. These are actual people. That's why I'm kind of confused. Now I'm starting to think, I don't think this prophecy has happened yet. I think this prophecy is still to come, and I think the Antichrist or the son of lawlessness or Ha-Satan or Samyaza, he's still going to come. Right? Now let me just mention this before we finish the gematria lesson. These are all the different names for skull and bones. You have skull and bones, the order 322, or the brotherhood of death. So now remember those terms. All right, let me try to remember where we left off. I think we left off maybe. Let's just start here. Archangels Archangels Michael and Gabriel, and the date today, you have 222. Black people must die, 222. Astronauts lift off, 222. I don't remember where I have here. Oh yeah, so you have a 322 for black people must die, and you have angel coming out the east for 322. Right? Now let's go here. Archangels Michael and Gabriel, 212, which connects with astronauts lift off. You have the two lampstands. You have the 210. And you have blue and pink dinosaur, 210. And you also have the 114. And here, for the two lampstands, you have 222, astronauts lift off, 222. The Brotherhood of Death, 211, astronauts lift off, 211. You have, did I go over this? I don't remember. It's hard to keep up, man. You have angel coming out the east, 234. The Brotherhood of Death, 234. Kill the dragons, 223. Where is this? I don't remember where it is. No. Oh, it's right here. Angel coming out the east, 223. So there's stuff's kind of connected, bro. What else do we have? Two witnesses, Enoch and Elijah, 244, 2020. Now you have 2020, 214, twin astronauts, 214, Israel getting married, 214. I think I went over that already. Then you have go to space in today's date. You have 55, 82. Two witnesses, 55, 82. Now you have angels, Michael and Gabriel, and you have twin astronauts. Now, are those twos literally like twins? No, I don't think so. That would be weird. I don't think so. And of course, you have the skull and bones, 322. So that's all I wanted to show you guys. Nothing crazy. There's probably way more to this than I even know about, but I'm just not on that level. But I just found this interesting. So that's about it. Until the next one, shalom.